as you can see, here's my node with latest CPU image, and it's up and available.
Hello, everybody. Today we're here with Bogdan Tintor, our ML engineer. My name is Igor and Bogdan. I'm head of product at Coretex AI. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how Coretex CLI can be downloaded, installed, and used to convert your local node or any node to an actual worker node that talks to Coretex backend and can execute workflows. So we'll see how easy it is. We'll see what it takes and some certain quirks and things regarding configuration. So without further ado, Bogdan, take it away.
Thanks, Igor. Hello, everyone. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you see?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm currently on PyP website, and I want to show you where are we hosting our Cortex Pi library. So Cortex Pi library is very easily downloadable using pip install Cortex, and with Cortex Pi library you get a CLI tool, which can be used for easier usage of Cortex platform.
Yeah,
so
besides that, sorry. So besides that, there's a whole suite of tools that library provides inside of your Python scripts. So the primary intention is to import it and just import Coretex in a Python script, so you can upload models programmatically, upload artifacts, download data sets, fetch data sets by certain criteria, things like that. So that's the primary use. And then if you can also get the CLI just by pip install Coretex, and let's see how that works.
Yes, so I'm only going to copy this pip install Cortex line, and in my terminal I'm going to paste this command. So what's going to happen is that we're going to get Cortex CLI tool as with Cortex library. I'm going to clear terminal, and I'm going to try running Cortex command. Before this, I want to show you that inside of my home directory and .config directory, I don't have anything related to Cortex. And as soon as I run this command, Cortex is going to initialize it itself. And to create all directories and subdirectories, it needs to work properly. So we can see here that we have a limited set of commands right now, since CLI is in development, but we have enough to start a node, which is what we want currently, and which we're showing in this tutorial. So I'm going to use Cortex node start command, which is command that will start our local machine as node, and it will be visible on Cortex AI platform. So let's try doing that. Okay, we run into an issue here. It says that Docker is not available and that we need to check if it is properly installed or running on our system. And as you can see, I don't have Docker running on my system, so I'm just going to run it up real quickly. I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds for it to start. Okay, now we should be ready to go. Okay, now it said to me that I don't have configuration on my machine, and I need to authenticate with my Cortex credentials. This is important because CLI needs a way to communicate with Cortex backend, so that's why we are doing this. So I will enter my Cortex credentials. And after authentication, now it says that I don't have a node configuration. All of these messages you will get if your configuration is invalid or if it's too old or anything like that. So you're always secure that you will have latest configuration. And now it says that I need to enter node name. This is representing a name that my node will have on Cortex AI platform. So I'm going to use something like this. And the next question is that I need to select Docker image that I want to use. So we have two options here. We have official Cortex image, which is our image, Docker image hosted on Docker Hub. We have CPU and GPU images, and we will use this in this tutorial. But also, if you want to start a custom image, you can do that. And Igor can tell us a bit about running Docker with custom images, if you please.
Yeah, so it's very simple. Like if you want your node to be visible inside of the list of nodes and be fully available for scheduling workflows in Cortex, you must respect our communication protocol. We use WebSockets in the background to facilitate easier network setup basically and real-time communication. So to avoid all of this boilerplate, you can just take our official Cortex image as a base image and then provide your own custom script that you want to run. So that could be one of the ways you can implement your own custom image. But that's advanced use case scenario. For now, we're just going to go with official Cortex image because it has most of the libraries that are commonly used embedded into it. We will in the future have a couple of more added, which are like a light Cortex image, which has just the bare minimum to run all of the experiments, and it's your responsibility to install all of the libraries through package managers in your experiments.
Yes, exactly. So my point is that there is basically no limitations when CLI is about. So I'm going to start with official Cortex image. And here I get this nice message that says that if I want to configure node manually, I can run cortex node config command with verbose flag. So what this means is that if I want to have a lot more options like setting memory limits and picking between CPU, GPU capabilities and all other stuff that are node related, I can do that with verbose flag. Now it just started it with the default config. So it says that it's successfully started. And let's see our Docker desktop. We have Docker container running. And let's now check Cortex website to see if our node is visible. And as you can see, here's my node with latest CPU image, and it's up and available.
Can you open the details? Can you double click on the node?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, we can see that the storage that you have available is 58 gigabytes, that you have 12 cores, that you have 8 gigabytes of RAM almost. And this is only the thing that you allowed by default for this Docker image to consume your system. So on your system you have more, right? You have I think 16. But
yes.
this node is only allowed to see 8, and that's the configuration for a standard configuration when you're running a Docker image. And that's what Bogdan meant when he said when you run if you run the configuration command with verbose flag, then you will be allowed to change all of these maximum allowed storage and maximum allowed RAM and shared memory and things like that.
Yes, exactly. But I just want to mention one more thing. If you set it up like custom settings in your Docker desktop, if you set up like memory limitations to 4 gigabytes, your node, your container will start with only 4 gigabytes. You have to allow it to consume more for it to really take that memory.
Yeah, so there's a hierarchy in these settings. What you set in the Docker engine on the system, it's gonna override what you set on the level of Docker commands for your container. So that's the usual flow. Okay, so I think that's it, right?
Yes, pretty much that's it when we talk about starting Cortex node.
Great, cool. Well, thank you, Bogdan. Thank you for your attention, and see you next time.
See you guys.
Join our community today and learn how to execute your ideas with confidence.